In 2016, my twin brother and I weighed a combined of 665 pounds. Growing up, our dad was constantly in and out of jail, so our mom had to play both roles, and she actually weighed 333 pounds herself before she got a gastric bypass surgery. Our mom was playing the single mom role, so she worked a lot, and that led us to not having really anybody to manage our meals. In middle school, though, everybody loved us because we were the big funny twins. We were pretty good at sports, and we just had good personalities overall. But once we got to high school, though, that all changed. Going into high school, our mom still worked a lot to support us, and by this time, we were basically responsible for feeding ourselves. Luckily, though, we didn't just do nothing and eat all day. We played football and ate all day.
Be my homie, we can fall in love later. I'm out stacking my paper, we can share these flavors. Hold me down while I get this paper. Try to keep it cool, can you do me a favor? Be my homie, we can fall in love later. I'm out stacking my paper, we can...
That's Angelo right there, and he's 345 pounds in this picture. And that's me right there, Calvin. I weighed 320 pounds at one point.
We would have a regular school day, eat the school lunch, maybe even somebody else's. Then we would go to practice, and then after that, we would feed ourselves again.
Stacking my paper, we can drip these flavors. Hold me down while I get this paper. Try to keep you cool, can you do me this favor? Be my homie, we can fall in love later. I'm stacking my paper, we can drip these flavors. Hold me down while I get this paper. Try to keep you cool, can you do me this favor? Be my homie, we can fall in love later. I'm stacking my paper, we can drip these flavors. Hold me down while I get this paper. Try to keep it cool, can you do me this favor?
And as our senior year came up, we actually weighed over 300 pounds apiece. And although me and Calvin are practically the same, being heavier was one thing that I always stood out with. I allowed my weight to get the best of me. I began getting depressed, not wanting to come outside of my room. I would go to 7-Eleven, get a bag of Funyuns, and watch Roman Atwood videos all day. And after a while, it just became an ongoing cycle. I didn't want to do anything to better my life, and nobody was going to stop me. Seeing Calvin work out at first, it made me really jealous. Because I was stuck in the mindset that we were going to be big for the rest of our lives. I would say things like, Calvin, stop doing push-ups. You're not going to look better anyways. As soon as the school year started, everyone could notice the difference between me and Calvin.
I will never forget the day that I chose to change my life. It was July 23rd, 2016. I had gotten a job doing landscaping with one of my football buddies. I remember standing there, digging this 15 by 15 foot pond, staring at the sun above me, and just thinking, what can I look like if I grind hard all the way till my graduation? Over time, I started losing more and more weight, and the change was that more noticeable. After results, 10 pounds after 10 pounds, I started to realize that I can actually do this, and that it was the first thing in my life that I knew I could achieve. I ended up losing 30 pounds at that landscaping job over the summer, which I was so thankful for. I was able to earn money. It was enough money for Angela and I to save up and get a car.
Even the football coaches would say things like, Calvin, go with the shirtless players. But Angela, keep your shirt on because we don't want to see that today. And it would be publicly embarrassing to notice that my brother had lost more weight than me, and everybody would still call me the fatter kid. So this is the first time I put my foot down. All these things gave me motivation, and I finally started to lose weight. After the football season, I began going to the gym every day. I began chasing after my brother. I wanted to be as skinny as him, and so I did everything in my power to catch up.
We knew that our lives were destined for greatness. Leading up to graduation, Angelo had started losing weight. I remember one night, Angelo and I got into this big argument as to who was going to lose weight the fastest. He was getting close to me after all, but I didn't think he was going to catch up to me. Sooner or later, I ended up getting a girlfriend. Worst mistake of my life. After losing 100 pounds, I had gained 20 extra more pounds. This was going backwards in terms of the vision, and Angelo kept on staying on track. By the time he had lost all his weight, It was no longer a competition, although proof that we can push each other to work hard. We began to be each other's biggest motivators and continue to today. He's my best friend and I wouldn't want anybody else. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in our weight loss journey. We really appreciate it. We want you guys to know that it is possible to be your best version of yourself.
Even if you are obese or if you're struggling with weight, I know it seems kind of hard to think there's a chance that you could change and be somebody else, but if there's anything else that can give you motivation, let us be the reason why, because I can promise you, you just have to take the first step.
Do the next right thing that feels right and the next right thing that feels right, and I promise you will become the person of your dreams faster than you suspected.
I know it's going to be a little hard in the beginning because going to the gym, you have to kind of force yourself to get in there. You have to start watching how you eat, but after a while, it becomes so much fun that you don't even notice. It's not even any tension to stop yourself anymore. You just keep doing it, and you fall in love with the gym, and you fall in love with the process.
Especially during these times, it's important to be healthy at home. Start working out at home and do these home workouts.
Don't worry about going to the gym right now because it's not a chance for you to go in there. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to focus on yourself right now. And right now is the best opportunity to lose some weight, get the ball rolling, and see the change that you can make for yourself. I promise you, 1 year, you'll see a huge difference if you make the decision today to change your life.
With that, we love you guys, and as always, the Vision Twins out.
I left that hoe alone cause she was ratchet. All these bitches salty, they can't stand it.